like to talk about the sewer, and I know it's regulated by the ACC. The sewer rates in Cape Creek for businesses the size of venues runs $104 a month. In Scottsdale runs $140, and Phoenix is $160. They raised the rates on venues from $80-some odd a month to $800 and some odd a month, a 920% increase.
Let me address your concern about sewer rates for restaurants. Town Council 2 months ago did authorize me to send a letter to the ACC asking the ACC to look at this the next time they had a rate case. That letter was signed and sent to the ACC. There's a separate issue going on with the ACC concerning the sewer and closing the sewer plant in the boulders. Through that action, we have access to attorneys who work with the ACC. They're basically utility attorneys. They've advised the town that the best way for us to get what Al wants done is to have a rate case come before the ACC. We're working to get that rate case opened as soon as possible. We expect to have a rate case optimistically within a year, perhaps within 3 years. But we are told that the ACC cannot change and will not change rates until this comes up. We're working with the sewer company, and they're very cooperative in this, to say, you know, our sewer rates for restaurants in Carefree probably are higher than they should be. Okay, you've got to change that. It's a slice of the pie problem. If we make the restaurant slice of the pie smaller, somebody else's slice of the pie is going to get bigger. We need to work with the ACC and the sewer company to find the appropriate rate for our restaurants, to help them be more competitive. But we also have to figure out who's going to bear the cost of shrinking the restaurant's cost and making it bigger. That may rely making your sewer rate a little bit bigger to support the restaurants, or it may say that we have to go to the other businesses in town. Your rate's going to get bigger. We need to work through this process, and it's probably going to take several years to get it there. I'm following the advice of lawyers who say this is the effective way to get the change, and that is what we're going to do. We cannot go in there and simply say, you need to make a special exception for restaurants in Carefree.
It's not a special exception, it's in accordance with the law.
Al, Candace Kern, let me remind you, and I do understand your frustration, but keep in mind that there's a jurisdictional issue here. We can pass all the resolutions that you asked us to pass. They're not enforceable. They wouldn't do anything for, please, let me finish, because I understand your frustration, and I understand the time frame and the money involved. We can pass all the resolutions that the town wants to. They're not enforceable for what you're asking us to do. However, you do have the right, if you can't wait or don't want to wait for what the town can do within the actions that are available to them, you have a right as a private business to file a lawsuit, and you can do that yourself. That's your steps. You can file your own lawsuit. You can wait for the town to take the actions that they're jurisdictionally capable of doing, or you can ask for resolutions that are going to take time away from your council that aren't enforced.
The Arizona Corporation Commission exists under the authority of the Arizona Constitution. They are a separate body. They're about as close to God as you're going to find next to the legislature. They have their own system of doing things, and you have to conform to that system. That's what the town is trying to do. Work through the system to the most expeditious way we can to get the rate structure re-examined so we can fix the problem that we think may be affecting our restaurants. Mr. Swanson would like us to go in there, charge in, spend a lot of your money on lawyers and doing something. When we talk to the lawyers, they say you're wasting your time and money. What you're doing right now is the effective way to fix this problem. It will take time, and that's the answer. If you want to hire your own lawyers, you're welcome to do that. I understand your frustration, but I think we understand your position. I hope I've made clear the town's position. We've done what we think is the most effective thing to fix the problem.